All right, nice. Watch your arabesque line. I think we have a tendency to think so much about our back leg that we forget we have a front arm. Okay? Remember when we talked about vectors, that you've got that primary, welcome back to geometry, it's coming back to haunt you. So you have your primary vector, which is down and up, okay? So magnitude 10, so you have this really strong vertical line. And then you've got your secondary vectors, which is going to be your back leg and your front arm. And remember that when you have these two lines pulling opposite of each other equal amounts, you end up in balance. If you've got this one pulling back more, then you're going to pull off to your heel. If you've got this one, then you're going to dunk off to the front. So you want equal and opposite balances. And I see a lot of beautiful back legs and this front arm, no attention to it. So take your favorite arabesque, and I want to see energy through the front fingers and through the back toes, but the primary vector is still verticality. Square off the shoulders. Good, Casey, shoulders down. Good, Yuka, point those toes. Primary vector straight up and down. Hannah, there it is. Now, primary vector and secondary vector equal and opposite. And come on down. Not bad. I still would love to see a little bit more attention in that arm. We get a little bit of 18th century ballet going on. So, all the way through. Grand Battements, 4 in each position. Brush on the way out, brush on the way in. Remember that anatomy in a la seconde? You should be able to whack your own head. I look forward to seeing that. Here we go. While keeping your hips square, let's take our B+, and we have walk and a walk. Susu, arabesque, lower down, promenade, rise, through, step back soutenu, come down to B+, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, and 8, and da-da-yum, da-da-dum, da-da 3, and arabesque 4, lower down, prom, 6, rise, failli, back soutenu. So not a hard one, but it travels, and I do want to see that beautiful moment of suspension here, where you're in that beautiful susu, and then again, that highest possible half point on that front foot. So all you have to do is release that back foot, and that front foot doesn't move. And then you make the choice to lower the heel to start the promenade.
Could you recite it one more time?
I can. Walk, walk, susu, arabesque, heel down, promenade, around, failli through, back soutenu. But before you take that failli, there is a beautiful rise in the arabesque, and then we come all the way through to that beautiful spiraled position.
What's the position before you do the arm swing?
From here, arabesque, first arabesque, up, through here. So now pick up that back foot, step to it. Now go behind yourself. That's it. And the arms come out to the beautiful fifth umba, or fifth ana.
Do you step behind with your left foot?
I do. So you're, exactly, you're here. We come through here. So our left foot is in front. Now I'm going to take a step to my right foot, and then I'm going to take a step to my left foot. I'm on both feet, and then that left foot ends up, and then I'm going to come down. Let's go ahead, come down and chasse into the B+, and we're ready to go again. Music. Have the story. I always have a story in Adagio. Petite, Allegro, not so much. Don't have much of a story. Adagio always have some sort of story. So it's... So that's my story for today. You know, next week it may be different, but have some sort of reason for this all to happen. And this is that beautiful arrival. And then there should be this moment of, before we make the choice to come down. Because right now it's pretty academic. So turn this combination into a ballet. Turn it into something. Not bad. Not bad at all. When you are in that promenade, it's not a very easy thing to do. Remember, and this is Joffrey. Robert Joffrey always said, and this is so un-PC, place your hand on the head of a midget. Okay? So wrong on so many different levels. But if you think about that and you hook your lats in this promenade, you end up solidifying this position so it really doesn't matter and you can just start to fly around. So come on out, take that arabesque, and I want to see those lats hook in. And remember, we don't want to do a promenade here. We want it in about as classical of an arabesque, first arabesque line as you can get, meaning that you look right over that middle finger and that this arm is slightly in front of the body. So find it. Now just start to spin around and see what happens. Hook the lats in, hook the lats in. Don't bounce it. Hook the lats in and nail those toes into the ground. So you have to solidify your whole core before you can do that promenade, because otherwise your 2,000 moving body parts are going to play a trick on you and fly you places you don't want to go. Okay, stay right where you are. Let's take a petite. I was nice to you on Monday, wasn't I? No. Changement, 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 changement. Glissade front and, was it glissade side? Or was it sissons? So, change and change and change and change. Glissade, échappé. And change and change and change and change. Glissade, échappé. And change and change and change and change. Échappé. Glissade, that's it. Change and change and change and change. Échappé, glissade, and then we reverse it. So, 4 changements, a glissade and an glissade front, échappé side. And I'm not going to do it. Hannah's going to do it. Heels down. Oh, fie to those heels. We're bouncing a lot here. And one of the reasons, well, the main reason, is that you put an awful lot of pressure on your Achilles tendon when you're trying to jump with your whole body weight without putting those heels down. To that end, everyone take a first position rise to your highest possible half point. Without coming down and without bending your knees, jump. Right, it's not the most efficient way to do it, is it? So you really want to take that plie and take that, get those heels down. The more you put those heels down, the higher you're going to jump. So really enjoy that full foot. Jumping off a full foot is so much easier. From the corner, let's do our pirouettes. Oh! Okay, thank you. So just standard tombe, pas de bourrée fourth, single pirouette, down, tombe, pas de bourrée fourth, single down, tombe double, tombe many. If you are smoking your turns, you don't have to come down. You may tombe right out of it. Get your back heel down, passe front. Here we go.